Don't watch me, watch Nolazine TV. It's the best video ever and subscribe to it.
This is Beaux Leaux and you're now tuned in to Nolazine TV. Facts.
Tell everybody where you from.
I'm from Uptown, New Orleans, Louisiana, off Baron and Martin Luther King.
Alright. So I'm telling people, when did you start making music?
I started making music like late 2016 when I had graduated college and moved to Chicago. I was staying in Chicago and I couldn't even get in the studio, and I had just started just hitting people up out there about trying to get in the studio and trying to find my sound and get studio savvy and cause I knew I always had the bars of the lyrics, but I ain't know how to actually deliver it. But I'd say late 2016.
Yeah, but that's very unique being from New Orleans and going to Chicago and trying to record that because everybody on some drill shit.
Yeah.
And they really talking about the ops.
Yeah, facts. But it's crazy though because they be on that, but it's so many people not on it because everybody feel like they own it. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many people that do
that
it.
Set part.
Right,
to really talk about that.
Yeah, it's because there's so many people that do it. Some people that be like, oh, I don't want to do it. It's always that type of people too, the balance,
Okay, this is interesting. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Being from New Orleans in Chicago, how was that for you? Watching how they move and knowing how we move down here.
It's kind
of what's the difference from New Orleans the way people move in Chicago? Because I know Chicago have gangs and they got sets.
Yeah.
New Orleans got hoods and
cliques.
Yeah,
it's fake. It's the same thing. It's kind of more riskier with them because they city more bigger. It's the same thing to a certain extent because they got so out here we got trap houses. You can ride by somebody's hood or something and people make videos, oh they not outside or they not out there because you don't know where them people at. They might be inside ducked off somewhere. But Chicago, they still outside on their block how before the storm was when people see you and they used to sell weed and dab it like that, they still doing that. On outside, 30 deep on the corner. So it's different in that aspect of being different. But it's the same on how you move though.
Okay. So how was it the first time you went to the studio trying to rap our culture in their studio and all their producers they making a whole different type of beat?
Yeah. No. It's still the same thing because they ain't biased. You paying somebody money, they not gonna be oh, I feel like you should rap on a Chicago beat.
And then
it was kind of refreshing for them that it wasn't like that.
You were the same person on some drill shit.
Yeah, I'm not just finna get in there and just drill you out. You know what I'm saying? It's he actually saying something. He got something he got, to say for real.
So this is my knowledge from Chicago North. Chicago people really fuck with New Orleans people.
Yeah, facts.
I know people from New Orleans just go to everybody hood in Chicago and nobody ever tell them nothing.
And see, I was good because I wasn't from out there. So when they see me, they were like, oh, that's a no. That's how they look, oh, that's dude from New Orleans. So I was straight. I wasn't had to be no certain type of person. Then my baby mama people from out there. Right. So I just kind of fell in line.
And you got a girl from Chicago pretty. Who inspired you for start making music?
Man, dog, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Wayne so tough that I don't I fuck with him. I won't cause he is you say inspire, right?
Yeah.
Man, dog, it's kind of crazy because it's I'm so much of a fan of Wayne, so when I'm listening to him, I'm appreciating him. So I don't want to say he inspired me, but dude definitely did the whole thing. If Wayne drop an ad-lib tape, just ad-libs, I'ma know it and I'ma listen to all that. So I guess you could say Wayne, but mostly my inspiration just come from living life and my ups and downs, But at the same time, it was him because it was them. It's tune. We gotta be.
And so speaking on Wayne. So, do you ever do you ever find yourself, rapping him sometimes or something like that?
I ain't gonna say rapping.
Because usually sometimes, when the artist listen to the artist so much, they'll just start going towards how they move.
Nah, I don't think it's like that. I think it's kind of you hear the influence, but it's not as if oh, that's just Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got certain rappers where they be oh, that's Wayne. You're not gonna hit me and be oh, that's Wayne. You gonna hit me and be oh, dude nice, or dude cool, and then be oh, you could tell by the bars or something, but not by the flow or the act or something, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So do you have any projects coming up?
Man, I just dropped a tape on all platforms called I'll Rap Me or Dab Me, and I dropped a video to it, and I'm sitting on like 3 or 4 videos to it, but right now it's the I'll Rap Me or Dab Me. It's everywhere in the streets. I'll Rap Me or Dab Me Volume 1, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, YouTube, Amazon, everything, you know. So that's what's out right now. That's what I want everybody to do, and I'm working on more tapes. I'm really like 8 songs in on the next tape right now, but I'm just trying to pace it because like I don't have a Scantron. Nobody got a Scantron to tell you, oh, you drop this time and this when you're supposed to drop, or this how long you let this drop, or this is when you drop your next video. So it's like, nah. So I'm just sitting back, and when I feel like it's the right time to do more, I'm gonna do more. Okay.
So you said on the tape you just dropped, it's called I'll Rap Me or Dab Me.
I'll Rap Me or Dab Me.
And so how you came with that? You like, man, like you feeling like basically, if a person came, I'll rap you, but you might as well come holler at me and just show me some respect.
But not in the sense of a cockiness. Not
that sounds cocky. That sounds like a broad statement. Huh?
Right, it's broad, but in the sense of come listen though, and see come see what you think. You know what I'm saying? Come tell me what you think, cause the name go catch you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, or his name. It's because I believe in putting positive energy out. You know, I put positive energy out and I give it back. So it's not so much of, hey, I'm coming, I'm trying to let everybody know I'm boom, 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 and yeah, I'm like that, facts. No, it's like,
hey, that isn't New Orleans way.
Yeah, but see, I ain't really, that ain't really my speed. Cause then, you know, like it be bad competition. I look at it like this: like you do a great verse, I do a great verse, the outcome be a great song. I ain't looking at it like I'm like that's for the fans to choose, or the
critics.
Yeah, to be like, oh, he did this, or he ate him on this, or he didn't do this, or oh, they just made a cool song. But I just like, that's why I'm big on relationships and not like just going give somebody money just to do something, because then you don't know, people be playing all type of games for real.
Yeah, I've heard. But I've been hearing about these cameramen just running off on people videos.
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
I can't speak.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, but the cameraman games is not.
It's New Orleans, though.
Yeah.
Everybody got a scheme, a hustle, or something to do something. But I hate that they gotta be like that, though, because
everybody should have good business so it can last long.
Because you gotta think we already don't have a lot of resources.
Right.
So for people to be messing it up. Like in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago, you might have 30 open mics a night, right? On the west side, you might have 15 open mics.
So we got places.
But we don't have nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So at least you.
I wouldn't even think they would have that. Because the clubs, you really can't open a lot of clubs.
But it's so many in Chicago.
Yeah.
In Chicago, they got clubs that still be open till like 6 in the morning.
But I hear like all the rappers always say, but they can't do those shows or something like that.
Don't know that, but that's like street shit, bro.
Right. Okay.
That's like street shit. That's like y'all beefing with them people, and if y'all be like, that's bad business. Cause if I open up
close it down.
Y'all finna close me down. Cause as soon as I opened it up, y'all finna shoot it up, and I gotta close down. But you know, but I'm talking about all of like the neutral spots. Like they not going downtown shooting. They not finna go on Michigan Ave and shoot nothing up. Like no.
I used to think New Orleans dudes weren't gonna shoot up the CBD, but they've been cutting up lately.
Yeah, it's different out there. That's a real
they ain't got no boundaries no more. Used to have boundaries, you know. They're like, man, if they got too many cameras right there, now they like, they don't even care.
They tripping. That ain't my energy at all. I'm somewhere else with it.
Okay, so tell the people, all right, what's the average day like for you?
I wake up in the morning. After I do the things like you're supposed to do after you wake up in the morning, and I write a rap. I definitely write. I pick a beat and I go to sleep thinking about a beat or something. I write a rap and then I go out through my day. Then I call my partner Dut or my little brother Derek, and I rap them what I wrote. And then if they be like, yeah, bitch, that's cool. Or even if they don't be like it's cool, I just be like, if I think it's cool, I'm be like, okay, I'm gonna book a session this day, and I try to do like 2 to 3 songs a week. So an average day is me writing, like, to get better at what I'm doing in my craft.
Okay. So tell the people, what separates you from other artists?
Oh man, bars.
A lot of artists got bars.
No, you listen to the tape.
Listen to it, but I'm saying every artist have bars.
Listen,
but it ain't about me. You talk to the people right now.
But look, it's about bars. Wordplay, I'm witty, unique flows, and then I'm just. It's like when people tell you like you go to like people say everybody rap, right? That don't discourage me because I play ball, like, you know what I'm saying? And I've been to camp, right? And I went to camps, right? Like I went to competitive camps, and it's 300 people at the camp, and probably 60 people that play your position. So what you gonna say? Oh no, I'm straight. I'm just gonna go home because it's 60 people, and it's 300
Some
people
think
that play.
like that,
That's their mentality. See,
I
got a different mentality than like that's nothing that set me, but my mentality is different. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the way I move and how I really love to rap. Like, I'm not trying to rap to be close with another rapper. I'm not trying to rap to, like, I really gotta rap. Like, I have to do this because I tried everything else. I done did a lot of stuff for other people. I went to college, I got a degree. I done drove trucks and did that type of shit. None of that give me no type of happiness, fulfillment. Rapping, when I rap and I put a song together and people like that song and I feel like I did my best on that song and people react to that and I hear my voice, it's like, damn, like that's what fulfill me, like doing this type of shit, doing interviews, this like what I want to do, this is what I love. So I ain't just doing it just to be a popular or get a blue check, because if I didn't get a blue check and if I couldn't be the biggest rapper, I'd still be rapping.
Well, you know, I'm like, speaking on interviews are very important. Because everybody just dropping videos, but the people don't know you.
Right.
Who are you?
Right.
So, I know.
That's why
interviews are important.
That's why we do this.
That's why we're here right now.
That's why we here. That's what I'm here for.
Okay. So, tell the people, I'm like, what do you think you'd be doing, I'm like, if you wasn't doing music?
Like, what you mean by doing music, though?
Like, tell the people, I'm like, what would you be doing in your life, if you wasn't doing music? Like, would you be working at, what you be doing? Driving trucks?
Nah, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Music is life, huh?
I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't enjoy my life if I wasn't doing it.
But you enjoy
so it wouldn't be life.
Music.
I'd just be living. And that's not the way to live. That's not life.
Yeah.
Just living. Just coasting. Like just on 20% your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like I won't, nah, like I didn't did everything. I did a lot of shit for other people. Like this is what I'm doing for myself. So like I can't picture myself not being able to go say this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a strong believer in action speak louder than words. So I watch people action and talking. So I'm not finna keep telling people I'm a rapper. I rap, and nobody never seen you do it, or nobody you've never been on here, or you never did this.
I tell people marketing, like personally, I'm like, if I was a rapper, I have some business cards or something to show people I'm a rapper.
Right. Because
you got to think everybody coming to you every day. I'm a rapper. Right. I'm the hottest. I'm that, all that.
But I'm like really, I don't like, you know what? I learned that in Chicago. I don't even really say I'm a rapper. Like I'm really an artist.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just a rapper. I'm not just.
If you're focusing on like perfecting your craft, you're an artist.
Yeah, that's what I am. Because I'm painting.
You ain't just rap. You go in the studio trying to learn instruments,
and
learn
I'm giving you
things.
vibes. And then you can ask the people I produce, like the who produce my music. Like I don't just sit back and let them do what they do.
You want to learn
I'm right
too.
with them. I'm like, say, so why? I'm like, why you did that? How you did that? Like I go to Ross. Yeah, I fuck with Ross. And I be like, say, why you did that?
Shout out to Rossi.
Yeah, I fuck with dude. I be like, say, how you do that? Why you did that? Yeah. And then he don't be acting like no rap. You know, dude really can rap too. And he ain't really got to be giving out no game.
Yeah, he learned himself.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So that's one reason why I really fuck with that boy, son. Because that boy, he ain't got to be giving out no game in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he still be like...
Yeah, but your relationships last longer when you actually reach out to help people.
Right, you see what I'm saying? And that's how I'm built. That's why that's why I don't mind going do a tape by myself. Until I find a relationship or me and somebody worked it out, it was something natural that happened. Because, you know, people play rap games. It's a hustle to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I try to keep my business good and deal with multiple rappers and show them love. Because, honest truth, Nolazine really built off the out-of-town rappers.
Right.
I just show love to New Orleans rappers because I'm from it. Why would I have a music platform and no help the rappers and it's called Nolazine? Right. But the funny part is, Nolazine, all the rappers think it's fun New Orleans. But the funny part is, they just say people people on like live in Chicago. They don't know what NOLA really mean.
Right.
Like New Orleans feel like NOLA just means New Orleans. They don't. Yeah. But I named it so I can represent us, but it's not really for us.
Right.
That's the only way you can really brand by bringing other people into your world.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So that's why I did it like that.
Yeah, facts. That's cool though. Because when they look into it, then they gonna know. They gonna realize it.
Well, you gonna see mainly New Orleans rappers in interviews. But when you go to the artists, you can see artists from everywhere.
Yeah, facts. That's cool though. That's cool.
You gotta do something different.
Yeah. And then see, that's what make you unique. Right. That's why the people who make the money, you gotta pay them.
You gotta find a niche.
Because they are one of one.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z was the the first Jay-Z.
Right.
Wayne was the first Wayne, and then everything else was great value.
Every person who has their name did something unique.
And it was the first one. It was the 101, and then everything else was great value. See,
that's the reason why you're on the stairs and not in your hood.
Yeah.
I have a trademark look.
Yeah. I'm fucking with
So I'm like, before coronavirus, I'm like, have you ever had a concert?
Man, I opened up for the dude C-Dot before in Chicago.
Okay. Cause
ain't that his name, C-Dot? The dude to be jumped in the bubble in Chicago with the dreads? Yeah.
Cause I was about to ask you, I'm like, what's your most, I'm like, well, basically, I'm like, what's your most memorable concert performance that you had? And I'm telling people why.
Well, it'll have to be that one. And, well, no, I wouldn't even, you know what I'm gonna say when you said most memorable, I'm just going with my first one. Cause that one like broke the version, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't scared, but it's like, you know, like the little butterfly feeling. But I didn't play football in front of a lot of people before, so.
But you never, but like football is different from being that one person with all the attention on them. Nah, football you got a helmet on. You can really disguise. You ain't looking at people's face all day.
But see, that's how the fans feel though, because you got a number, and it's you, and your face is on a billboard, on a screen too. So. 94, number 2. So this your name, that's your profile.
So somebody run over
and people remember number 2. Yeah, oh, that's number 2. Who got that? So it's the same thing. Man, helmet don't save you. You gotta wear that number all year. You're not saved because you got a helmet. I promise you not. But I'm gonna say my first one because that was my first time, and like I was like, I'm more like, don't tell me we go fight after school. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's just do it now. So I was just jittery, like. When I'm next, or am I, like, nah, because I don't like waiting. Like, don't tell me
to fight after school.
Yeah, like,
I won't get in trouble.
Yeah, don't tell me to fight after school because now I'm thinking the whole time, what if you win? What if I win? What if he hit me first? What if I hit him first? What if he knocked me out? What if I knock him out? No, let's just do it. Yeah, let's just do it. Fuck it, like, come on.
You about to do it right now, like both our adrenaline's already rushing.
I don't know what he's doing. I'm ready to. I'm already, just come on, bro. I don't know what he's thinking about, for real. Come on.
Yeah, he trying to plot on me.
I don't know what you think about. I just do what the boxing rules is. You have to guard yourself at all times. All the time.
Okay, so actually, so this is a good question for you. So being from New Orleans and actually trying to put your music out in Chicago, I'm like, what is the difference between the radio stations and also for like the local DJs? It was like for when you like building, relationships with them.
I ain't gonna lie, in Chicago they had so many ways you could put your music in a certain thing. They got people who do podcasts who will be like, this the hour where y'all send me y'all music.
And they'll put it out.
And they'll play it live like on the Facebook or whatever platform they on and be like, okay, this y'all segment, I'm gonna do this. And there's live reactions to people who in the comments and they reacting to it. And then it's sitting, he probably invite somebody who have a say so and have him right here, and he'll be like, "Damn, like who he is? What's his name?" Or and
then he making it make sense.
And he from where they from, so he might know some of the dudes, or he might not. But the fact where it's like, I'm not just playing your music, bro. And I mean, even though that's good for you to play my music and people can hear it and you could get other people input, you still got somebody right there that's like, oh, he cold, and who people might be looking up to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you got somebody who own right now,
like a social media
and it's
influencer.
Like, yeah, but I don't know. Like honestly, I don't want to speak on what I don't know because I really want you to interview one of them, the local DJs, and see because I see when
in
you
Chicago.
No, like out here because
but our DJs. Only know our DJs out here actually move the same way as the older DJs. All they know is charge. Like they're not really benefiting you unless they really fuck with you.
But to answer the question though, because I always like hear you say like, do we think they could do more?
Yeah.
But I never heard what's they object to why they don't.
Well, basically, okay, I've been to a lot of cities. So like in Atlanta, they got a system.
Right.
They also have a lot of open mics.
All right.
So but also. It was different from like DJs in Chicago, and Atlanta, and Texas. They actually go to like the open mics for artists,
right?
So they come and listen.
Right.
Our DJs don't. Our main popular DJs, not really trying to check for that artist. Like the only way like an artist to really get played for real, if he cool with the DJ for real, or the artist might fuck with the promoter,
or if the DJ really feel like he could benefit.
Only way the DJ feel like they can benefit down here is the bread first.
Right.
So it's like,
well, I ain't gonna lie to you. And to answer the question, I definitely feel like they could do a better job. Cause for me not to know what they think, it looks bad because it's
how they move in Chicago though.
Chicago, they thought it's business. First of all, business,
Right.
business,
It's
square
always
business, square business, right?
Right.
So if you got a street tie with a DJ, then he off the dump. Like I messed with a dude out there in Chicago, and he ended up shooting artists who knew DJ Ferris. I'm in DJ Ferris' house. The dude, I forgot the station, but he a big DJ out there, like radio station. Like I'm walking in his house, he got plaques all on the wall. He downstairs getting his haircut. I'm in his house. Like that's a whole networking connection. Like I could have like say, bro, like look, you know what I'm saying? Check me out right quick. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing like nigga shit. Like he wasn't like, man, who this is? Who did man kick them out? He was like, oh, I know this dude. He do music. I'm supporting y'all. Y'all can use my house to shoot the video in. And then when you do get where you see,
I never heard of no stories like that.
Like
down here.
You see what I'm saying? No, like it's like a guy, like a study guy.
Well, our DJs here, that's really like the main DJs on the radio station, are like older.
Right.
So I think they still like on the old. They still in that old tradition.
I think they scared honestly because they know they not the. If you look honestly,
personally, me, I would connect with all artists and I would make sure I'll be relevant forever.
And see, that's how we feel, right? But I think they're scared because they know they not the big dog of this generation.
Right.
So for you to let a bunch of dogs in on an old dog, right? The old dog have to leave, and then whoever the owner.
But the old dog don't have to leave if you move right.
But he's not moving. Right. But that's why they feel like that.
Like it's kind of like Birdman.
Right.
Every few years, Birdman gonna find some new young talent.
Right.
Cause he know I gotta stay relevant.
Right.
Young people keep you relevant. So like me personally, Nolazine. Like if I see an artist 15, he paying for his own videos, I'm gonna try to help him.
Fact.
You working? I know you ain't got no job.
Yeah.
You find a way to get that shit out.
Yeah.
Man, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, fact.
I'm proud of you. Like, cause guess what? I'm gonna need you in the future anyway to bring your fan base to Nolazine.
Right.
Well, you gotta think marketing, anything you doing.
Yeah.
That's like even rap. Like if I was a rapper, I would find a way to make income before I even drop shit.
Right, facts.
Off my music. Like I'll be selling merch before I even be dropping music like that.
Right.
You gotta make stuff make sense for you.
But who doing that? You see how you just ran that to people?
But the problem is they're mind and like they just don't think like that. And guess what? Like New Orleans, I tell you this. Like I talk to a lot of A&Rs. I know like boo-boo celebrity stuff. Like the artists really don't like people don't really deal with the artists here, and they actually say something that really makes sense. They say New Orleans have this. Ever had this thing in their mind of feeling played. Mm-hmm. Everybody feel played down here fast. That's why I murder rate high. You can feel played on something small. That's like I'm gonna give you a scenario. Like if you see me and you go to the barbershop together, you know I'm Nolazine TV, you're a rapper. But if I never post you a video, you don't feel like if you gonna feel like man, fuck him, man. That nigga knows what I'm doing, man. Like he understand. Like, he understand the business side of it.
They feel like a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
Because you gotta to feel played, you gotta feel a certain type of way first to feel played.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure you experienced something like that and seeing people feel played like down here. Like people
on some normal shit. I don't really know rappers for real, so
that's good.
I can't really speak on.
But you being here, you gonna eventually meet somebody. You gonna do features with them. But everybody don't feel like that. But it's a majority of it. Because as you know, then also another problem here is artists might get a few thousand followers and think they're bigger than what they is, and not knowing that's not what you need.
Right.
Like fuck. If this thing got local rappers in Chicago got 100K.
Right.
But the whole difference between them and the artists here, they get show money.
Right.
That's like the problem. Like I be trying to teach artists how to humble themselves.
Right.
Like humble yourself and travel.
I just feel like I feel like people starving so much and they don't see no type of light, right? Like I like what you saying, but like a lot of people don't get that knowledge. Like how what they say, like my people perish for a lack of knowledge. Right. Like a lot of people don't know. Like it seems as if they know because they talking what they know, and you will relate that and be like, oh, they must know this if they talking like this. Right. But honestly, they don't know.
And sometimes people speak on stuff what they heard.
You see what I'm saying?
But they really had that comprehension.
Like I'm happy you say that because New Orleans got a facade, right? From the outside looking in, it's a facade. You'll think this person beefing with this person, or this person don't like this person, this the reason why they do this, when you don't even really know it. You're
Right.
trying to put people lyrics together and put people songs together to make something when they don't even really be like that. When if you just focus on yourself,
But that's in every city.
Yeah, but
If that's kind of like what you told me earlier. Like basically, you staying in Chicago, nobody really told you nothing. Because
Yeah.
man, that's no. That's like New Orleans. Like some people feel like New Orleans artists or people dick riders to people from out of town, but genuinely they don't get the truth of New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans is a southern hospitality state. So
Yeah,
like if a
yeah.
rapper you fuck with come down here, you gonna just show them love. You ain't trying to jack them.
yeah, face.
Like that's a difference. Like we don't jack rappers and none of that. We show them love. We might bring a nigga to the hood and he's straight.
Yeah,
Just shoot a video. But it's like I'm saying every hood who like kill their rappers, it's gonna be in your city.
Yeah.
Only people gonna kill you is the people in your city.
Yeah,
It's very rare that you'll get into it with somebody from another city. Unless you big,
Yeah.
unless you want your chain.
Cause they see
Unless
your
you
work.
hate
They see your work.
Yeah.
They see your work. The people where you from see your dirt.
it. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They see you as what you say you is and how you. Oh man, you know the people they look at you.
Or they remember you a certain type of way.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, you think he's somebody now?
Right.
That
But you
feeling.
can't. But that's stuff you can't control. Cause I
Can't
know.
control it.
Cause I know people who move nice and still that's what people. That's just
They gotta worry
facade,
about it.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta worry about it. Like New Orleans, one of them cities, you gonna run into the person.
Yeah. If
You go-
This New Orleans a small big city. When you compare them to other cities,
It's nowhere close to the other
You see what I'm
city.
saying?
You ain't even gotta see a nigga in another city.
yeah, like you ain't got to. Not
Like,
if you don't want to.
if I live in Chicago, like if I'm from Chicago and once I made some money, I just move out to white people.
Yeah,
I ain't going no hood no more. I ain't got nothing to prove.
The suburbs, huh?
Like that's why I kind of like to do fucking Bando, the Bandman. I'm a Kevin,
Yeah.
Kevo or something.
Yeah.
When he started scamming, got his money, he got the fuck away from the hood.
Yeah.
That's what you supposed to do.
Right.
What you want me to hang in the hood all day and the whole time when I work the whole M?
Yeah.
What I gotta prove?
Just for y'all to plot on me on some shit.
Somebody gonna plot on you. Even your partners, man. Hey, but I feel like I need that.
Yeah.
That's just that mind.
Or you feel like you feel like you bird feeding them.
That's gonna be the always. Do you feel like, well, Forrest, I'm like coming back to New Orleans. Do you feel like, I'm like other artists, Forrest coming back to New Orleans. Do you feel like other artists down here on like support one another?
I think I don't really know. I can't really speak on what they do. I just see it from the outside looking in. I think they fuck with people that make sense with what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, obviously, look, you can't fuck with nobody like on some street shit if y'all don't get along, right? So all right, that's like that clears itself out. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you got the money and you wanted somebody to get on a song, I don't feel like they'll just deny your song. I just think it's about getting in touch with the way to communicate. Nobody really know how to communicate with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then like how you said earlier, you say some people get some 1,000 followers, then they stop checking DMs and be like, so.
You supposed to always keep that real shit.
And then that fuck people up, cause you got people be like, you know, in your interview you said some real shit about if all nigga gotta do is just hit you up or holler at you, right? Then when a nigga hit you up or holler at you, but you don't respond, then you making niggas feel like, oh, that's fucked up, you know. So I don't really know.
Believe it or not, if you can have 1 million followers, if you respond to your fans, you don't know how many, like, just that one person reaction of you responding to them, showing them, it's gonna bring more people in.
And like how you say about how people be feeling played, like how you say niggas be feeling played, like
well, people gonna feel played.
yeah, like
anyway.
but they be
if-
feeling played, like say bro, I done asked dude for that already, man. Dude ain't get this.
And that's like you in the airport.
Yeah.
And you really trying to catch your flight, you can't take that picture.
Right.
Somebody gonna go off on you.
Right.
Did all this.
Yeah.
But you ain't know what I gotta do. But everything don't need to be explained.
Right. You know perception of motherfucker for real. How people see that shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Speaking on that, name 5 artists out of New Orleans on like that you I'm like looking forward to like working with.
Like looking forward to?
Or like people who you just been checking out.
Oh yeah, checking out, but people who I wouldn't mind working with. I wouldn't mind working with Weed Junkie. I want to have a bar mitzvah with Weed Junkie. Cause you know, through a mutual friend, you know, they kind of told me about like how he put his music together, and I would listen to his music, and like not about like how he put his music together, but like how he rap, right? Like the way he flow and all that. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
I love the way that Weed Junkie is very consistent.
Yeah. See, so like I feel like Weed Junkie for that reason, and I like to have a bar mitzvah with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Kenny brother B.
Yeah.
I know him through a mutual friend, like, you know, so he cool. I like his vibe. Like, dude be chill. And like, I done played the game with dude and everything. You know what I'm saying? Dude kind of like a cool nigga. Like,
he a cool, chill.
And his vibe, like his
everybody
vibe
around him just the same way.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And like,
he ain't gonna free roll. Shout out to free roll.
Yeah, like, you know, my partner really his partner. So it ain't like I don't know. But it's like, you know, I feel like him because dude really what he say he be who he is. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with that. And that's his energy. So I'm big on that. Jay Jones.
Okay. Cool vibe, dude.
I don't know him, but
he's saying chill.
But say he round tune, and I feel like round tune for a reason, and I just won't know. Won't know.
You know, he from there. He got the ties and everything too.
But it's got.
But he can rap his ass off.
And I just listened to the song they dropped today, the video they dropped today, and then I ain't gonna lie, if I could do a song with 2 more people, it'll be Raw the Prince, cause when I wasn't rapping, that's all I was like. Dude was to me, like dude didn't like Raw the Prince and Flow. They count, right? I could count. Yeah, fucking right. It'll be Raw.
You never know. Hey, I ain't lie. I seen people come home off life and all kinds. So, what do you see your music career going on like 3 years from now?
Man, 3 years from now, I just see it progressing. Like just progressing. Like my sound will be better. I'm gonna be better. Like predicament, and I'm gonna be in a better situation because right now I kind of got other things I gotta attend to, and my mind can't just focus on music 1,000. So, but my 60% feel like 1,000 because I'm doing so much stuff that the time I do give to my music feel like a lot of time. So I just see myself in a better situation to where, you know, my music paying me and I could just focus on being the best person I could be in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? However, that's why I see myself in 3 years, like just in a better freedom position where it's all music, me making money from my music, and just rap hustling, like straight to it.
Rap hustling.
Yeah, rap hustling like P.
Hey, but that's what I tell people I'm doing. I feel like everybody wanna be a rapper.
Yeah, like them
dudes. And so if I get paid off every rapper in the world,
that's fire. You gotta think like if you love something, like dog, it's people I know who will play football anyway. Like if they didn't go to like, so that's like a passion. You get paid to do something that you wouldn't that you would do anyway. Yeah. Like I know dudes right now who, if they went in the league, they'll be trying to, hey, y'all want to play 7-on-7 for free. You see what I'm saying?
No
like,
insurance, no nothing.
No insurance, no nothing. But look, $60 million to do it. So that's why I feel. I just feel like when you with the really rapping and somebody like, oh, how much you charge? I charge this. Oh, send it to them so I know what he gonna do to the song. That's it for me. That's what.
Oh, but that's my advice to actually everyone, entrepreneur, like when people like, man, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Find something you do that you love, that you wake up with a passion to.
Man,
like Nolazine, like basically, I could be drunk out.
Talk that shit.
I might go inside and do my work.
Talk that
but
shit.
You gotta want it. Yeah. How bad do you want it?
Yeah, talk that shit.
It's like it's crazy to like, this ain't the only thing I do, but I want to see this company successful. Right. And shit, 2 years later doing Nolazine TV interviews, like just the first year I did 100 interviews quick.
Yeah.
Just dropping back to back. But the difference between me and everybody else I do, I got relationships. Like I got an interview with Boosie that I never even put out.
Right.
I got a relationship with big artists, but I don't like I don't even look for celebrities.
Right.
I don't mind working with the artists before they make it.
Right.
Because to me that's a blessing.
Right.
To see somebody was on my stairs and now they making rap money. Like, see, that's the problem. Like, this is my business mind. All right, if you spending money with me, cool, I'm helping you the best way I can. But as soon as you make it, I'm gonna book you for a show. Right. But it gotta make sense.
Right.
Everything in the world gotta make sense.
And then when people search you, they backtrack anyway.
Right.
Like you could put somebody on a song that dropped today, and if they really fuck with your music, they will go YouTube all your old shit and they go see shit like this.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm with it, bro. The reward in the journey.
Yeah, you gotta have a journey.
I'm with it.
Okay. And also, last but not least, tell everybody what can they find you, and also what can they find your music on other music streaming platforms.
Man, it's Beaux Leaux on everything, on every platform. BEAUX LEAUX. You type that in, you will find it everywhere. That's where you can find me on everything. BEAUX LEAUX.
We done.
Nolazine, make them scream.